Hey, welcome back. Today I'll be making a classic Italian seafood pasta. It's spaghetti ai gamberi. To get started, we want to make a shrimp sauce. So into a saute pan over medium heat, let's throw a couple tablespoons of olive oil. Once it comes up to temperature, let's add in 3 cloves of peeled garlic. Being sure to remove the germ from any older cloves. You can really see the difference here between the older and younger cloves, and it'll make a big difference in flavor. Along with that, let's add in a couple of sliced up chilies. I'm using these Chinese ones since I already have them for another recipe, and because my heat tolerance is just stupid at this point. But feel free to use something milder or leave them out entirely. Saute those together for a few minutes. And while they're going, we're going to remove the heads from 6 shrimp. I'll get back to the rest of the shrimp later in the recipe, but for now let's toss in those shrimp heads and let them get some color. This is going to really concentrate the shrimp flavor in the sauce, and you should be able to see the oil turning a nice golden color. Once that happens, let's add in about 125 milliliters of white wine. And bring that up to a simmer for a couple minutes to cook off the harsher alcohol notes. Then we can go ahead and strain that all out and set it aside. Now let's fill a large pot with a few liters of water. Season it well with salt. And bring it to a boil. Add in about 3 servings of spaghetti and let that boil until al dente, about 8 minutes. While that's going, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I've got new recipes out every Sunday. Alright, now back to the shrimp. I've got 9 in total. Let's set aside 3 for garnish and peel the other 6. I found it's easiest to use a pair of kitchen shears to snip down the length of the shell. This also helps us devein the shrimp since it opens up the whole back. Once they're peeled and deveined, I'm going to butterfly them with my knife. This will let them curl up nicely once cooked and create a nice texture. Now into a frying pan over medium-high heat, let's add a tablespoon of olive oil. And once it's shimmering, let's add 3 more cloves of garlic. And once that's fragrant, let's add in the 3 whole shrimp and let those fry on both sides. When they're starting to change color, add in the peeled shrimp and fry that until the color changes as well. Now let's add the shrimp sauce back into our saute pan, along with a handful of cherry tomatoes that I've sliced in half. I'm using these colorful ones because I think they'll look nice, but feel free to use whatever you've got on hand. Season those with a pinch of salt and let them cook for about 5 minutes until they start breaking down, getting wrinkly, and releasing their juices. Go ahead and add a ladle of pasta water, as well as an optional splash of white wine to brighten things up. Then we can add in our spaghetti. Stir that well so the tomatoes are all mixed in. Then we can go in with our butterflied shrimp. I accidentally added the whole shrimp as well, but you should not do that. Add in a handful of chopped parsley. Mix that well. And we're ready to serve. I like to make it fancy by twirling the pasta with my tongs. And topping it with 1 whole shrimp. This has a rich seafood flavor from that shrimp oil that we made. It's balanced out by this bright acidity from the tomatoes that just cuts right through. And it's got just the right amount of underlying heat from those chili peppers. So if you're looking to take your Scampi game to the next level, I recommend you try this one out. And let me know in the comments how it turns out. See you next time. Cheers.